Open Book Chapter 7, Nomad Brotherhood. Every man thinks he's alone in this struggle until he gets on a plane. Then suddenly, in a barber shop in Belgrade or a street cafe in Saigon, he meets another guy with the same story. Bro, I left the US because I was tired of being invisible. This is the Nomad Brotherhood, men who escaped the Lost Project and found each other on the road. Airplane, the Universal Brotherhood rules. Rule 1. Barbershops equals embassy. Doesn't matter the country. When you sit in that cracked leather chair and another foreigner nods at you, it's like a passport stamp of solidarity. Rule 2. Beer tables therapy sessions. A $2 beer with 3 expats in Vietnam solves more depression than 10 therapy visits in Chicago. One guy vents about his divorce, another about Tinder, the third about US taxes, and suddenly everyone's healed. Rule 3. The gym language. You don't need to speak Serbian, Thai, or Spanish to understand. One more rep, bro. Gyms abroad become silent temples where respect is the common tongue. Clinking glasses, why brotherhood matters. Back in the US, men compete like crabs in a bucket, fighting for scraps of feminine attention. Abroad, men recognize the shared battle. It's not you versus me. It's us versus the system that tried to neuter us. In Hanoi, you'll see an American, a German, and an Aussie drinking together like long-lost brothers, bonded not by blood, but by the mutual realization that the West lied to them. Warning: the dark humor truth. Not all brothers are real. Some are hustlers, Tate clones, crypto scam evangelists. Just like women, you gotta filter men too. But when you find the real ones, that bond is bulletproof. Because in the end, the Nomad Brotherhood isn't about escaping women. It's about rediscovering men, the conversations, the solidarity, the jokes, the raw honesty you can't have back home without HR knocking on your door. The Brotherhood is proof that once you cross a border, you don't just reset confidence, you rebuild the tribe. Open Book Chapter 8, The New Masculinity. For decades, the West has been running a propaganda campaign against men. They called masculinity toxic, as if being dependable, strong, and protective was a disease. Meanwhile, they celebrated weakness, indecision, and softboy poetry about finding yourself. But here, the bleeding truth, bro, masculinity isn't toxic. It's oxygen, and the world outside the US still breathes it. Martial arts uniform masculinity abroad. In Vietnam, a man is respected for providing, for being steady. Masculinity equals responsibility, not oppression. In Eastern Europe, a man is measured by grit. Can you handle work, family, pressure? Respect follows. In Latin America, machismo isn't dead. It's still expected you stand tall, protect, and lead. In the US, masculinity is treated like contraband. You hide it, apologize for it, medicate it. Balance the balance. The new masculinity is Andrew Tate screaming from a Bugatti. It's not soy boy apologizing for existing. It's balance. Strong but not abusive. Provider but not a wallet. Leader but not dictator. Protector but also open enough to laugh, cry, and joke with brothers in a barbershop. High voltage, why it matters. Men without masculinity become hollow. They drift into addictions, video games, fake dopamine loops. They forget their purpose. But men with masculinity, balanced, global, aware, rebuild tribes, raise families, and inspire respect across borders. Loudspeaker: the dark humor truth. The West neutered men, then wondered why birth rates crashed. They told women they don't need men, then wondered why everyone is lonely. They inflated feminine value, devalued masculine worth, and then blamed men for leaving. But outside the bubble, masculinity still wins. The new masculinity is passport masculinity, a man who refuses to play a rigged game and finds balance where it's still rewarded. The message is simple, bro. Don't kill your masculinity to fit the West. Cross borders, reset it, rebuild it, and live it. Because the world still respects men, you just have to go where respect is legal. Open Book Epilogue: The Global Hedge Fund of Confidence. In America, men invest everything, time, money, soul, into a rigged market. They chase women inflated like meme stocks, risk marriage like buying into a bubble, and end up bankrupt in divorce court while Becky the cat mom cashes out her alimony dividends. The truth, confidence is capital, and in the West they tax it, inflate it, and strip it till nothing's left. But step outside the borders, and the game flips. In Vietnam, confidence trades cheap. $7 gets you a reset haircut, hot towel, and the reminder that you're still valuable. In Eastern Europe, it's stored like gold. Women still respect grit, tradition, and loyalty. You have to earn it, but once you do, the value holds. In Latin America, confidence flows like street rum, messy, loud, but real, with communities that welcome you at the table. Even in Japan, the stagnant market, the lesson is there. When men withdraw, the whole system collapses. Confidence isn't therapy. It isn't Tinder swipes. It isn't corporate seminars with PowerPoints about embracing vulnerability. Confidence is currency, and the world is the exchange. The Nomad Brotherhood knows this. Men in barbershops from Belgrade to Bangkok know this. Every border crossed is a portfolio shift. Every haircut abroad is a dividend paid in dignity. So here's the final gospel, bro. Backhand index pointing right America is a lost project. Backhand index pointing right Japan is stagnation. Backhand index pointing right Vietnam is growth stock. Backhand index pointing right Eastern Europe is gold reserves. You're not stuck in one market, you're an investor. And the smartest investment a man can make is in himself, his confidence, his masculinity, his tribe. So salute, bro. Close the app, book the flight, and step into the global hedge fund of confidence. Because the only borders that matter are the ones you refuse to cross.